In sports, nutrition is something that could either make or break your performance. My name is Trentonsandler, I run track in college, and I feel like nutrition is something I've always kinda struggled with, but after loads of experimenting and research this summer, I finally found a routine that works for me. Today, I'm gonna share that with you. Remember though, this is a very complex subject, and if you ever feel like you need help, make sure to reach out to a professional, or I'll leave some resources down in the description. All right, the first thing people always ask me when the topic of nutrition comes up is, what do you eat before you run? 9 times out of 10, the answer to that is nothing. I run in the mornings, usually pretty early, though I've been lacking a little bit this summer. And it's hard to get up early enough to get good nutrition in where it's not gonna upset my stomach. If I have a really hard workout or something like that, then I'll resort to a little bit of honey or a beet shot when I was on campus. I don't know if I'm more nervous that a lot of people are gonna show up or that nobody's gonna show up. Since it's my last long run in Kansas City before I go back to campus, I decided that I'd make it a group long run, and I opened it up to all my social medias. 13 miles, I'm gonna let the pace choose me. I'm gonna let the group kind of dictate how fast we go. And yeah, let's run. This is a lot more people than I was expecting.
Actually? No, this is the furthest Riley's ever done by 3 miles.
Jeez, bro.
Whoops.
Hey,
Yeah.
go Drew!
Yeah.
I got so lost.
Really?
Yeah. I went towards Top Golf on accident.
There's 3 more guys. Okay, yeah. Nice to meet y'all, nice to meet y'all. Stay at it.
Let's do it again.
Yeah,
yeah, what?
next summer, or this winter. I feel like that actually went really well. We had like 25 people show up. Now I'm gonna go take my videographer, Henry, shout out. I'm gonna go take my cameraman to breakfast. We'll flash back to yesterday so y'all can see what I normally have. Okay, I just got back from my run. First thing that I always do when I get back from my run, well, very first thing I do is I chug some water. And then I shake up my collagen. The research on the benefits of collagen is pretty divisive. I look at it as worst case, it's 15 grams of protein in the morning. This is the red velvet cake flavor. It's really good. Description. I still don't know how to make an omelet. This is basically just scrambled eggs at this point. Throwing in some onion, tomato, and ham just for that little bit of variation. I learned that one of the most important things that you can do for your body is introduce that variability. I have to use this cheese because we ran out of that nice sprinkly cheese blend. But it gives you those micronutrients, it expands your microbiome that you wouldn't get from just eating bland food. Next for my carbs, I got some whole wheat toast. I'm putting some peanut butter on it, using a fork. Don't judge me, I don't wanna do more dishes. Other things I commonly have in the morning are some Greek yogurt, some Kodiak cake waffles. I always have fruit with my meal, and you can't forget the coffee. I'm sitting outside working on some chemistry right now because my professor decided for whatever reason that, hey, they're not even in class yet, but let's give them homework. And while we're at it, might as well make it 3% of their grade. Anyway, I just wanted to make sure I say a big thank you to everyone that came out to the run this morning. There were a lot more people there than I was expecting. I didn't get a chance to actually talk to everyone, so if I didn't get around you, I'm sorry. I got caught up with the group, but everyone ran great. It was a great run. I'm really happy with the way it went. So thank you all for coming out. And you know, maybe we can make this happen more often next summer, this winter. Anytime I'm back in Kansas City. Before I eat lunch, I almost always try to do some like prehab of some sort. I think of it as like unlocking lunch, I guess. Today I just did a couple sets on the MOBO board, but that's not what y'all are here for. I won't lie, I make almost the exact same thing every single day, and that is a quesadilla of some sort with fruit, salad, and a side like pretzels or maybe chips. Literally anything can go in a quesadilla, whether it's leftovers or ham, chicken, beef, whatever. I also take calcium and vitamin D every day with my lunch to try to support some bone density. And if y'all have been following along, you'll know that one thing that I've been trying to do this summer a little bit is experimenting with cutting a little bit of weight. One of the best things I found that you can do is not just eat less, but like find healthier substitutions. For example, this is probably the best one I found by far. I used to use these flour tortillas, which are like 140 calories each with almost no essential nutrients. And until I picked up these Mission tortillas, 60 calories each with 18 grams of fiber. So you're saving yourself, what, like 150 calories if you use 2 of them, but you're getting all the exact same nutrients. Another good one is if you get the light dressings, that's an easy 100 calories you can save right there. Just little substitutions like that. Almost every day I have some sort of second workout in the afternoon, whether it's another run, swim, lift. And honestly, pushing myself through the second workout can be more of a challenge than getting up for the first. That's why I think it's ever important to train your mind as well as your body. Lately, I've been using this app called One Athlete. They help get me ready for a hard workout with a 3 to 4 minute mental prep session. I especially like this get in the zone session. It really gets me locked in for my training, and it makes me feel like I'm in a montage by the end of it. I can also get quick personalized pep talks based on how I'm feeling and listen to other sessions to get me ready. Today I'm doing an alteration of day 2 of my lift. If you don't know what I'm talking about, click on that card up there. But we got glute drives, reversed and regular Nordic curls all on deck. And then I think I'm gonna try out some new plyos. And when I'm done with my lift, I can practice affirmations, box breathing, and other meditative type sessions to help me master my mind. One Athlete tracks and makes sure I'm improving my mental performance over time, as well as using the power of an AI journal to help me dive deeper into my own thoughts. You can download One Athlete wherever you get your apps or via the link below. I've been using it myself for about a month now, and honestly feeling better than I ever have. So thank you, One Athlete, for your amazing app and for sponsoring this video. Post-workout, I'm shaking up some BCAAs. These are basically free amino acids that we're often deficient in. There's leucine, isoleucine, and valine, if I'm not wrong. Honestly though, supplementing is not like a necessary thing. Your general nutrition is 99% of the battle, and then that last 1% can be fitted with supplements. You're chasing those fractions of a second this next season. I do think supplementing is helpful. I could use a haircut, so I'm gonna go let an old friend give it a shot. I'm also grabbing a kombucha for more of that microbiome diversity. What's going on out here? How you doing? Good. Good.
Watching this stuff over. Not good, bro. It's not set up at all.
This is the setup. Exactly what I wanted, just cleaned up before I go back to campus. I leave in 2 days, so it's perfect. I won't lie, most nights while I'm home from campus at least, my mom makes dinner. She's behind the camera right now smiling. It's kind of the same idea that I follow throughout the rest of my days. I try to have a protein, a carb, a fruit, and a vegetable with every single meal. With that same variation thing that I was talking about earlier, it's good to try to mix up the protein that you're having and the carb that you're having so that you're not always getting the exact same amino acids or the same micronutrients. Cool, she told me to stir it up. We are having a stir fry tonight. It is, what did you say it was? It's carrot, no, it's not carrots. Yeah, there's carrots in there. It's broccoli, carrot, chicken.
Red pepper, snow peas.
Red pepper, snow peas, and more pepper? Yeah. I also take one of these power packs with dinner every night, try to fill out those micronutrients. I'm not honestly 100% sure what else is in it, but I know it's good for me. Okay, if you're like me and you get a craving for something sweet or a snack late at night after dinner, especially when I'm unwinding, you're not alone. And in the past, this used to never be healthy, but now I think I found a good couple of solutions that don't completely kill my calorie deficit for the day. And the first one is my favorite. We got popcorn. Popcorn's great because it really fulfills that snacking desire, and you can have a whole like kitchen bowl of popcorn for about 70 calories. I think an entire bag of this is only 300. It's something you can snack on for a long time while you're watching TV, a movie, whatever. Like I said earlier, sometimes it's a sweet tooth that I have, and chocolate is good. Favorite thing that I found is some pretzel sticks with some Nutella. 53 pretzel sticks is one serving, and a scoop of Nutella, about 200 calories all in. Lastly, hitting protein goals is super important for us athletes. I've actually read somewhere that we need a lot more protein than we ever realize we need, and it should be supplemented over the course of 4 times in the day instead of just slamming all your protein into just 3 huge meals. So a lot of times at night, I like to have a protein shake. I really like this one. It's chocolate milkshake flavor. 20 grams of protein, 100 calories, tastes even better if you put it in the freezer for like an hour before you have it. Last year, I used to track macros really heavily, but I kind of strayed away from that because that's a dark path you can go down. For your sake today, here are my macros from the day. But yeah, generally I stopped tracking those, put my focus more on just health overall, and I've actually seen a lot more benefits this summer with that. I leave for campus in 3 days on Tuesday, and my whole diet, nutrition, lifestyle, everything's gonna get flipped on its head. So let me know if y'all wanna see another one of these videos. Thanks for watching, subscribe if you're new. See ya.